For us to go to Amazon, it's not to get rid of consultants. It is not to compete with us.
This is only really going to benefit us. It's only going to help us.
Wait a minute. I'm not telling my customers that Scentsy is on Amazon.
Why, though? I thought it was a good thing for the consultants and the consulting force. So why aren't you screaming it from the rooftop? Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We've got some Scentsy on deck today. This is not technically Scentsy Family Reunion content. However, this is a large team call that took place immediately following Scentsy Family Reunion that went over why Scentsy being on TikTok Shop and Amazon is a good thing for consultants. The brainwashing within Scentsy consultant land is very strong right now. Let's get the fuck into it. But before we do, quick disclaimer, the roof is being replaced here today, so it's a little loud. I'm hoping that my trusty mic will do its job in blocking out the sound, but if something sneaks in, we are not falling apart. At least the house isn't. I can't say the same for myself. So if you hear big bangs, thuds, screams,
wait, what?
Just let it be. Anyway, now let's get into it.
We have a lot of us just got back from SFR, and it was amazing. So we have a lot to share. We have a lot. You guys may have some concerns that you heard stuff that maybe was true or not true, and so we are going to go over it in kind of a short period, so you guys kind of know kind of what's going on with Scentsy and the next year and all the exciting things. So I am also really excited because Superstar Director Kelsey Smith is rejoining us with her group for Mindset Monday, and Kelsey is freaking incredible. A lot of you guys know Kelsey. If not, you're going to get to know her even more. She is out of Washington State, and she's just, she is today. She's like, I'm making this. I'm making postcards. I'm making scent sticker things, and I'm making this in Canva. And so Kelsey's got a lot to add.
My apologies. Apparently, she just had this, like, the camera was off and it was just everybody's Zoom screen for about the first 3 minutes of this call, I think. Also, I'm pretty positive that you can hear the ruckus going on above my head, so apologies for that too. But just so you know, for the first 3 minutes, we are not seeing anybody. We're just hearing her voice, but it will arrive, I promise.
And ideas to add. So I'm excited to hear all the things that she's working on over the next coming weeks too. So you're going to love. Amy and I are so excited to have someone else with us because it's kind of hard to manage these sometimes with just two, and we have lots of kids between us. So let's get to SFR. Oh my gosh. So first off, if you've never been to SFR, you really need to make it a point to come to Kentucky next year. It was incredible, to say the least. Amy, you may have to put it on speaker view too. I did it, but it wouldn't change it. It was incredible. It was probably my favorite. I think I've heard Amy say this too. My favorite SFR I've ever been to. It felt very small. There was only 2,500-ish people there. The breakouts were small. Everything was just smaller scale, but it felt really intimate. And it was just everything from speakers to breakouts to content. It was really great. So I really highly encourage you, if you're wanting to go next year, start budgeting now. Don't wait till last minute. It is in Kentucky. I will post the dates on our Mindset Monday page so you can kind of mark those off. I believe it's like the 19th through 23rd off the top of my head in July of next year. Is that right?
Yes, 19th through the 23rd.
Yes. Okay. Thanks, Jess. And it is, you're not going to want to miss it. Like it's going to be awesome. I also think it's going to be probably a little bit of a smaller venue.
An even smaller venue? We're going smaller. The first Scentsy Family Reunion I went to, if you didn't know, I was in for about 4 years, was in Las Vegas, and it was at the MGM, and it was packed. We were in an arena. We had concerts, all of it. The lines to get food, it was impossible. You were starving because there was a high probability that you were unable to get food during lunch because the lines were too long. That's how crazy it was. Same for my second time going in Nashville. We were at the Opryland Hotel. It was also packed. Same situation with the food. Every room was filled with Scentsy consultant. Every single breakout room, meeting room, everything. The line to get into the Scentsy Family Store was insane. It was all insane. They went from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas to home office in Idaho. And now we're going to go even smaller. But everything's good. Everything's great. Things are looking up for Scentsy, right? These things highlight the fact that maybe that's not the case at all.
So I think you're going to want to get registered sooner rather than later. With that being said, registration won't open for a while, but it'll be probably around $350.
Oh, she's here. She arrived, finally. She's entered the chat. Her face has, at least. Let me shut up. I'm so sorry.
So as you make your fall checks this year, just start putting some aside for where you're going to stay, and because it's so worth it. And I do want to say, I haven't added up the value. I don't know if anyone has. We've got probably over $400 in product just for going. We got new testers. We got warmers, a couple warmers. We got the new candle holders they're coming out with and candle inserts. We got lots of bars. We got pods. We got bricks. I'm not trying to make you jealous, but I am trying to make you jealous because I want you to come with us next year.
It's just proving that you're the best customers because you're so excited to get all these free samples and you're bragging about it. There's nothing else to say.
But I do want to do something really exciting before we get into the depth of SFR. One of the things that we could shop at the consultant store, and I bought these mystery mini warmer bags.
Oh boy, they did mystery bags. That's something, actually, I do want to talk about the Scentsy Family Store a little bit more. I'm assuming she probably got that from the Scentsy Family Store, if that's what they had this year. I haven't been to Scentsy Family Reunion since, I think, 2016. I always get my years mixed up. Whenever Nashville was, that was my last one. And they had Scentsy Family Store there, and that was like a huge thing every year. People would talk about going to Scentsy Family Store. They'd show their haul from Scentsy Family Store, and I haven't seen that in the past few years since I've been covering Scentsy Family Reunion on YouTube. So I wonder if you're a consultant that is still currently in, is Scentsy Family Store still a big thing when Scentsy Family Reunion is going on? Is that still happening? Are those lines where you have to wait forever to get into the store still a thing, or did they get rid of it, or is it not as exciting anymore, so they had to add mystery bags to make people come, to draw people in? What's happening with the Scentsy Family Store? Fill us in.
And I just got them to my house, and I thought it would be fun to open it up with you guys so you guys can see what I got, just to kind of hype up. I mean, this is just kind of some of the fun stuff that Scentsy does. So I got 2 mini warmers, and I believe it was like, what, $15, right, Amy, or something? It was really, I don't think it was much. I want to say it was 15.
20.
Was it 20? Okay, 20. All right, so watch me get 2 holiday, which is fine. I will.
I did. I got a holiday. We got an Easter, Christmas, and another Christmas, and then a regular.
Oh, cute. I got the Sweet Sentiments warmer, the I Love You warmer with a bunch of hearts on it. I'll get it out in just a second and show you. And I got, the Gatsby warmer. That's a great one.
The first one, she didn't seem too excited. She seemed fake. She's like, ah, cute. How cute.
So let me show you these just really fast, just because I think it's kind of fun. You can see with me what I got. Kelsey's like, dang it, I got holiday. You got a cheap one. Look.
Actually, one of my holiday ones that I got is the gingerbread house that's coming back this Christmas.
What? I
got one of those too.
Yeah, that's so weird. I'm like, this can't be the one that's coming back. And it is. So that was exciting.
This is the other one. Look how cute.
I got the exact same ones you did, Jacqueline.
Oh, you did? Oh my gosh, that's crazy, Jana. I love that.
They're putting the ones they can't get rid of in these brown paper bags, and they're like, surprise bag. This is fun. Look at you go. Ay.
Okay, now let's open the big ones real fast. I just think this is really fun. I hope you guys do too. I literally, for like 10 minutes, I'm like, I could open it real quick.
Okay.
But
I also got the, what's it called? What's the one that looks like a watering can?
Oh, and it has a sunshine cut out of the back?
Oh my gosh, guys. Kelsey, you're going to be so jealous.
Century Sunshine.
What'd you get?
Oh, the Adorn warmer. Is that so cute?
Shut up.
Kinley's room.
That's cute.
Okay. The other one's bigger. Oh, I got
Emily, are you home?
I am home.
Bless this home warmer.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Oh, I also got the mountain sky warmer. You know, the one with like the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now I
that
have
one.
FOMO because my box hasn't shown up yet. And I keep seeing all over Facebook, everybody's gotten their shipments today.
They're just having a shopping club meeting at this point. This is literally, you're just showing what you've bought. This is great proof that y'all are the number one most important customers to Scentsy. And they have to keep you brainwashed for as long as possible. Otherwise, they're going to lose a lot more money than they already have over the past few years in sales.
They did really good.
Better be here tomorrow.
I believe also this is one of the warmers that influencers got sent to them for free. But you paid for the mystery bag, Jacqueline. How's that feel?
They really did good on the warmers for the surprise. They did. I was
Yes.
impressed.
Yeah, I didn't open mine there. I was like, just ship it. I'll be surprised when I get home.
Okay, well, as soon as he, like, the guy was taping up, I was like, oh, okay, he's taping it up. I was just thinking about my warmers the last couple of days. Like, I wonder what I got, because
You guys, she tried to open mine.
I tried to open Kelsey's. I'm like, let me see yours. I need a fixation. I want the surprise. So, oh, fine. Okay, so that's just another reason why you can't miss next year, because you don't know what Scentsy's going to do, and they're going to do some fun stuff like that.
But you still have to pay for it. You still paid for those things. What are you missing? They could just buy the products online from themselves and get a rebate after. How is this a perk? Like, you could literally buy this from the comfort of your own bed and have a choice on what you get instead of just getting a blind mystery bag.
And we all want you there with us, because it's way more fun to all go together. So, all right. I know we need to get into the nitty gritty, but I would just had to share that. All right. So we're going to get right into it. And our first thing I want to talk about is they mailed our stuff for us. They did. Because I think we could talk about this probably the longest. And I want Kelsey and Amy to also share their thoughts. So you guys have probably heard Scentsy is on different platforms.
Was detected at your God's home.
Oh, can you mute, Amy? So you guys have probably heard, but Scentsy is on different platforms now, and it's exciting. So before we get into it, I know Kelsey and Amy both have thoughts to share on it. But back in the day, when direct sales first started, I know where I lived, there was a lot of brand awareness. You know, you could go to the grocery store and see 5 different Scentsy logos on people's cars, right?
Oh, she's just repeating Orville's speech about stickers, decals on people's cars that display how oversaturated Scentsy consultant land is. That's what that did. Anyway.
And you know, you could go, I mean, Scentsy was everywhere. There was just a lot more consultants, a lot more brand awareness.
This is not good. So far, even what she's saying is not good. And it's going to get worse. So buckle up.
When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your seatbelt.
It's actually called social, what was the term? Social proof. Yes, social proof. So social proof is something that people need to have confidence in something. So one thing that we learned was that Gen Z, the new generation coming up, they have to see something 11 times before they will buy. They need social proof of it. They need to see it on different platforms to see that it's legitimate, right? They're probably not just going to see it 1 or 2 times. You guys, my generation, Amy's generation, we could see things 3 times and buy it. The new generation coming up is not like that. They need social proof. They need to see it on platforms.
Okay, they need social proof. They need to see it 11 times at least, right? Most Scentsy consultants are posting more than 11 times a fucking day about Scentsy. That right there, the fact that y'all are posting 11 times a day or more and you're not getting the sales that Scentsy needs is not a good sign. It's not speaking to the success of consultants at all. It's basically saying y'all are posting as much as you possibly can, but because your posts aren't being pushed out because nobody wants to see this anymore, we now have to put our stuff on Amazon and TikTok shop. This is not good for consultants. They are getting social proof themselves. That is what they're doing. They're testing things out, getting social proof to ensure, or the opposite, that Amazon and TikTok shop will get them business.
Allegedly, I should say that for legal purposes.
This is not good for consultants. If Scentsy gets enough business on Amazon and TikTok shop, consultants will be a thing of the past. This is a test for them. How do you not see it? It's not because they need more social proof for Gen Z. Y'all are pushing posts enough. They're looking for new avenues because the consultant force is no longer working for them. The consultant force are just their customers and they need new customers. Allegedly, and in my opinion anyway.
And so Orville and Heidi, or Orville really explained kind of more the background of just social proof and how it's big these days, guys. AI is the next thing. AI is coming. It's here. And we have to have platforms set up on social media to look legitimate.
Yeah, because for whatever reason, they're very big on, well, I guess because apparently everybody's going to AI, Chat GPT, whatnot, to search for home fragrance, and Scentsy isn't showing up. So now they're trying to recruit AI to sell Scentsy for them. It's insane. Like, it's wild out here in these Scentsy streets. And they all think this is great. This is great. This is great for consultants. It is destroying what consultants have been built on. That's the best way I could explain it for y'all. And if you don't want to believe it, I guess we could just say, wait and see. Just watch. Just like Heidi said, give it a few months, see what happens.
You look at different companies like, and Kelsey and Amy can think of them too, but New Skin, Pharmacy, Arbonne,
doTERRA.
What were some of the other ones?
Rodan and Fields.
Rodan and Fields, yes.
Rodan and Fields? Rodan and Fields is not even multi-level marketing anymore. Rodan and Fields flipped to affiliate. Is it maybe because they were able to drum up enough business with Amazon so they didn't need consultants to be their sales force anymore?
All of those people have been on Amazon for a really long time. We are so far behind in things like that. Okay. And so for us to go to Amazon, it's not to get rid of consultants. It is not to compete with us. It is virtually to create a brand awareness. So then Young Living, yep.
Act like it's a billboard. It is literally a place for people to shop with Scentsy that doesn't include consultants at all. Not even a little.
So then we can kick all those third-party sellers off. There's more competition on Amazon now with all the third-party sellers right now than there will be.
85. They found 85.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That we can now kick off.
Who is we? Orville and Heidi and Dan are kicking them off. Y'all have no say in that. You can't go in there and be like, this person is selling Scentsy on Amazon, take them off. No. Heidi, Orville, and Dan have that power. None of you consultants, not we, they are kicking people off of Amazon because people are selling Scentsy on Amazon. This has zero to do with consultants. It has everything to do with them trying to increase sales because consultant forces are dying out. It's a dying trend. People don't want to purchase from consultants anymore. We don't need a middleman to buy a candle.
Yes. And Kelsey, how many of them are actually Scentsy?
Well, exactly. So a lot of them, Orville told us, are like fake stuff from China that they've labeled Scentsy.
Mm-hmm. Y'all just believe anything this man says, okay? Also, did you know their isn't actually made in Idaho? Their wax, for example, is imported, I think, from Canada. I don't know if that's still the case. And then they add something in Idaho, so they're able to say it's made in Idaho.
So the only way that we can get these people off there is by having a Scentsy storefront. So I'm just going to add right now while we're still kind of here. Since this has been talked about, when I don't know, I think Orville's keynote was Tuesday or Wednesday. I've seen people sharing, like consultants sharing on Facebook that Scentsy is now going to be on Amazon, like telling their customers. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not telling my customers that Scentsy is on Amazon.
Why, though? I thought it was a good thing for the consultants and the consultant force. So why aren't you screaming it from the rooftop that Scentsy is now on Amazon? Do you not want to lose your business? Is Scentsy being on Amazon possibly impeding on your sales? But this is a good thing for consultants. Okay, got it.
Purpose of this is so that people who aren't our customers yet are on Amazon looking for Scentsy, because clearly people just type in Scentsy. I mean, how many times do you see somebody say, oh, I get my Scentsy at Walmart? That's not Scentsy, that's wax melts. But that's the term people use.
So where is the disconnect in Orville telling you that there's not enough brand awareness to people generalizing wax melts and wax warmers as Scentsy? How is that a lack of brand awareness? They know what Scentsy is, and they know that they're not buying Scentsy, most of them at least. They just know Scentsy started this. Not Heidi and Orville, Colette and Kara, like I always like to remind people who they bought it from, started Scentsy. So Scentsy is automatically what people think of when they see wax and warmers, but there's not enough brand awareness. Okay, all right, this math is weird, but let's continue.
So when Joe Blow, who's not a customer yet, goes onto Amazon and types in Scentsy, they're going to see our storefront. The storefront has very limited stuff.
For now, but Scentsy has full control over that, and you don't.
It will not be our new releases. It will not be our top sellers except for one product because we have to have it on there in order to kick it off.
Okay, I have a lot to say. I'm so sorry. Orville addressed this at Scentsy Family Reunion. He mentioned that there is a specific fragrance flower that is on Amazon, and it's one of their best-selling fragrance flowers. It's the Amazon Rain fragrance flower. And the reason they had to put it there was because there is a guy that's selling that secondhand, or however he's getting them, which is also, it raises questions. Is the guy actually Orville? Anyway, that's not why we're here today. He's selling these fragrance flowers on Amazon. They're saying that the only way to get them off of Amazon, get this guy off of Amazon, is to put that same product on the storefront. So they did that. Who's to say that's not going to start happening again? Who's to say somebody's not going to come and take their Stargaze warmer and start second-handing it on Amazon? And then they will subsequently have to put the Stargaze warmer on Amazon to get the people who are selling it secondhand off. So it's just going to be a cycle of those excuses to get more and more products on Amazon, allegedly, and in my opinion. I'm just predicting things. This is not anything that I've been told to be factual, but it is just something that I am thinking is probably coming down the line. And also another thing, yes, okay, people might be finding Scentsy for the first time on Amazon and they are purchasing it. And that is introducing them to Scentsy, which is going to bring them to a consultant. Absolutely not. Because not only can you get that product that they just bought on Amazon, they can go straight to Scentsy.com and shop there without attaching their order to a consultant at all. They can also join Scentsy for a little bit of commission or rebate on their own orders without attaching themselves to a consultant at all at Scentsy.com. So tell me how this is bringing Billy Bob from Arkansas to Kelsey to buy his Scentsy. Would you do that? Would you be like, yeah, I'm going to go through a consultant, even though I could just go to Scentsy.com or Amazon and not have to deal with a middleman or somebody blowing up my inbox about joining their team for a rebate? Wouldn't you just go directly to the source instead? I know I would, because I don't have time for bullshit.
And it's going to be like $28 for a pack of 3 bars, and they cannot select the scents of those bars. It will be a predetermined 3-pack that this is what you get. $28 because the shipping is included, because Amazon, you don't pay shipping, right? But Scentsy still pays shipping, so we charge shipping on Amazon. Then what's going to happen is that person's going to get, their, I don't even know what scents they are. We have no idea what scents they are, but they're 3 not popular scents and fall in love and then want to find a consultant like you to buy from. So,
but you're missing the part that they don't need a consultant. Also, the display prices on Amazon are more expensive than the display prices on Scentsy.com. And the only reason for that I've seen thus far, I've gone through, and if there's a change by the time I'm posting this video, I'll try to add it to the video. But what I've seen so far is that they're either the exact same price after tax and shipping is added, or it's less on Amazon. It's like a penny less on Amazon, which a penny is a penny, especially this day and age where times are tough. There is hardly a price difference on Amazon. But because that display price shows, they automatically think, oh, it's definitely more expensive than going through Scentsy. It's not. It's pretty much the same price.
Don't tell your customers, oh, Scentsy's on Amazon now. That's not going to do you any good to tell your customers that.
They already know. It's out there. Why do you have to hide it from your customers if it's such a good thing for y'all? Do you think they're really not going to find out that Scentsy is now on Amazon and TikTok Shop because you kept your mouth shut and kept it under the rug? Nobody needs to know about it. They're going to find out if they don't already know.
And Kelsey, too, they did say each box from Amazon will have an insert in there that says, scan here to find a local consultant to you. Every order will have that. Also, every Scentsy is not any money that's made off of Amazon, which will be very little, you guys, because the contract it costs to have with Amazon is so substantial. I mean, this is all for brand awareness.
How does she know that? How does she know what the contract with Amazon costs? They didn't put that information out there. Hell, we don't even have a income disclosure statement from 2025, which is usually out from Scentsy by April of the following year. We are now in August of 2026 and we're still looking at 2024's income disclosure statement.
Any money that's made from Amazon orders is going right back to the consultants. It'll go into incentives, different things.
Where's the proof of that? You're just taking him for his word because he has stabbed y'all in the back how many times now? I'd have been out immediately after finding out all those boxes were sent to TikTok influencers. He didn't tell y'all about that at all until they were caught with their pants down.
How scandalous.
So that will not be for profit for anything with the company. And then also, I do want to give you one example of how this platform is so needed. When people type in fragrance now, right? Because we were in contract with Amazon, we'll be one of the first things that they see, and it'll be a beautiful storefront. They showed us pictures of, the different ones, and it'll have like 5 or 6 options, right? But it'll look beautiful. And because we're in contract with Amazon, they're going to push our stuff because we're paying them. Right now, we're not. And so, what'd you say?
I have something to add when you're done.
Yeah, no, go now. Because perfect.
Okay, so the idea of social proof is kind of like when you see ads on Instagram and Facebook, like the meta platforms, people are having to pay to push their ads out. And so you see these ads and they're starting to like lose reputability because it's like, what companies are legit? I don't know who these people are. And people are going to sites like TikTok and Amazon and Reddit to read the real human reviews.
That's interesting because Orville claimed that when people see ads, they think that the company is doing well. Do we remember that? Do we need a refresher?
When dozens of consultants are competing for Google ads and placing Facebook ads, people conclude Scentsy must be doing well or they wouldn't be wasting their time and money buying ads.
Okay, now that we got that out of the way.
Because you can get ads for anything and everything. And how many of you have a grandma or somebody who has clicked on an ad and they've ordered? I mean, I know, like, what was it, Jana, that said that Steve did that? He clicked on something like a year. I'm sorry, Jana and Steve, but like he clicked on an ad and it wasn't legit. And so he actually never got the product or whatever. But people are going to Amazon and TikTok shop and Reddit, and they're reading reviews to find out what is real. And so us being on Amazon just sets us up as a real legit company that people can trust.
Not necessarily. There's a lot of companies on Amazon and a lot of them are not legit and can't be trusted. I'm not saying most of them are pretty legit, and Scentsy is a company. I don't know what else to say beyond that. It's making them look legit. Okay, I brought this up in my first Scentsy Family Reunion video from this year, that most of the reviews on there are from people who were gifted products from Scentsy in order to leave a review. It's called the Amazon Vine program, and these people get free products from Amazon in return for a review. So me personally, I look at those and I look past those reviews. I want reviews from people who have purchased this product and tried it themselves. Those are the most reliable reviews for me. And most of the reviews on these Scentsy Amazon storefront products thus far are just from, not all of them, but most of them are just from the Vine program participants who got the products for free $99, just like the influencers.
And it's all
Jacqueline.
Yes, ma'am.
It went live today.
Okay, I looked earlier and it wasn't live yet. I was just gonna
Okay.
I just
Well,
looked and I can't find it.
Somebody in the director's page, and now I can't find it. I was looking, posted the actual link.
Okay.
And that's the only way I could find it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they've kicked all the third parties off yet, from what I can tell.
They haven't.
Yeah.
They haven't. So if you just Google, if you just type in Scentsy, it's still the crap.
Yeah.
But they do have an official link that's up, and y'all, it's not taken away from us at all.
No.
How do you know? Where's your proof? Where's your social proof that it is not taking away from you? It literally just launched, and you're claiming it's not taking from consultants at all, simply based on the fact for the things they have on their storefront thus far. The simple fact that you cannot even tell that this is a test for a business to see if this model will work out proves alone that you're not legitimate business owners. Read between the lines. They're testing different avenues so they can abort mission on the consultant force. They got rid of your support. They laid them off earlier this year, remember?
It's just got a 3-pack, and then when you click on it, and it's $27, you click on it and it'll give you about 3 different options. And there's a fragrance flower and a couple of warmers, and that's it.
Yeah. And that's
it's not like
they might just at launch have just a little bit of product up there. but I'll keep watching and report back at how much they keep adding.
I mean, it's just trying to get a contract with Amazon so we can control it.
And they said, like, with the Amazon Rain fragrance flower, that was a specific one that Orville said there's a guy who's selling a whole bunch of them. They're so high priced, but people keep buying them. And so besides like the 3-pack bundles that are pre-made, that are just like medium quality, not medium quality, but like not favorites. They said there will be every now and then, or at least right now, there's going to be an Amazon Rain fragrance flower, because they can say, we are Scentsy, we sell this, and they will take over his listing. What I understood was that we get those reviews.
Yep.
Because they're proving that we're the real company. So I think it is the right thing to do.
It is. And I do want to explain like something. I've said this, Kelsey's probably like, Jack, really, again, you've said this 4 times, but I think it really explains how algorithms work, how social links work, how Amazon and TikTok work. So gosh, probably a year ago, I went to go look for that charcoal toothpaste, because, you know, who doesn't want their teeth full of charcoal, right? All that looks really appealing. Anyways, I went there, New Skin's storefront showed up. And like a bottle of New Skin toothpaste was like $28 or $30. It was crazy high. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to find this cheaper. So I just go to the Safari and type in New Skin, because then I now have a brand name, New Skin Charcoal, whatever it was called. Went to Safari, found it for like half the price, ordered it, got my charcoal toothpaste.
Did you order it from a consultant, or did you find it less expensive from a third party or outside source? Inquiring minds want to know.
I don't really know if it did much, but I still have it. I think I used it like 3 times. It's in my bathroom. But with all that being said, later that day, I go to Facebook, and guess what pops up? A lady in Yukon that says, hey, I'm having a New Skin party. Who wants to order? I don't know this lady. She just has her post public. But because I went to Amazon and typed in New Skin and I was in Safari, I'm seeing stuff other than Scentsy pop up on my newsfeed. It's all connected, you guys. All the algorithms, all the things in your phone. When you put in on Amazon,
I really have no word. Like, the level of up and tangled everything she just said is. I don't even know how to untangle it to explain how crazy what she just said is. As she is someone saying that consultants are necessary. People need relationships to buy Scentsy. When you just said you went to Safari to find New Skin's toothpaste for less, and you were not searching out a consultant or a New Skin party, but you're claiming that this same situation is great for Scentsy consultants, when you literally just gave your New Skin business directly probably to New Skin and not a consultant. You didn't need a relationship. You were just looking for something specific, and you were able to do it without a middleman.
When a customer goes to Amazon and types in fragrance, and now this beautiful storefront comes up with 5 or 6 things, right? Now, when they go to Facebook, because they search that, it's like this is brains, you guys, right? It reads. That's why when me and Amy talk about, Mexican food, I'm going to go to my Facebook. It's going to be all about that would make me, but it's the same thing with our phones. When someone goes to Amazon and they type in fragrance and we pop up and they start clicking on Scentsy stuff, they're going to start seeing us on their Facebook pages, right? Or on their social media pages, because it's all connected.
No, Scentsy runs ads on Facebook. I know, because I see them all the time. Because, my job, I'm required to say Scentsy a lot, to research Scentsy. Same with Mary Kay, all of those things. They're all running ads themselves. So those ads will pop up. But Sharon's Scentsy post from Tuesday morning about how she likes to turn on her warmer while she's drinking her coffee, that's not going to get pushed out. Sorry. It's just not. Y'all are so blind. The brainwashing is heavy, and I hope y'all see the light soon. It's really not looking good for you.
Anything else you guys want to add to that? I think for me, you may have to mute, Gina, I think. But I think for me, that kind of explains too how it's all just related. Right now, a lot of your news feeds, you guys may just be, it's like you may only be seeing Scentsy people, and Scentsy people may only be seeing your stuff.
Well, and Orville talked about too, it might have been, I don't know, but he talked about too, like Scentsy right now, and probably for the last, I don't know, 4 to 6 months, has been producing really good quality reels and stuff for us to share, but they're still buried and not seen because we're not connected to these platforms.
Yep.
That it's like Amazon, like I feel like Amazon rules the world.
It does.
But another social proof thing, this happened while I was at SFR. So something that is always in my Facebook feed is Primal Queen, which is a beef organ supplement for women. And they say that it takes this new generation 11 times to see something before they'll buy it. Well, I think I've seen it like 111 times.
3 million times on my Facebook page.
Yes. Okay. And I'm still skeptical
That's interesting because according to Orville, you should think that Primal Queen is an amazing company and they must be doing great because they're running ads.
So at
Same.
SFR, I see this lady, this consultant that I've known for a long time, and I saw her across the room and I had to go over and talk to her. And we're talking, and I just happened to glance, and she has her water bottle sitting there. And it says, it's like this cute water bottle that like has hearts on it, I think. And it says Primal Queen on it. And I'm like, hey, do you take that? And she's like, oh my gosh, yes, I've been on it for a year. It's amazing, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, this is social proof in action, literally in action. Like I had seen it so many times, but still didn't trust it because I had not heard from an actual human. So think about when Scentsy is showing up, will be showing up now in people's feeds over and over and over, but maybe they're not going to trust it yet. And you're walking through the store with your Scentsy water bottle and someone says, oh my gosh, do you use that? Yes.
I feel like that's apples to oranges. I'm more willing to try a new scented whatever than I am a supplement. I am definitely more skeptical about things that I'm putting into my body. Supplements I'm taking, medications I'm taking, things like that. I'm talking to a doctor before I even decide if I need a supplement. Whereas Scentsy doesn't need that level of, in my opinion, Scentsy doesn't need that level of, I guess, social proof. And maybe you disagree with me and that's cool. And that's what makes us human and makes the world go round. That comparison doesn't work for me. I will happily try something new that's scented without even a bunch of social proof. The supplements, I need my doctor. I need a medical professional that's going to tell me, yes, this will benefit you before I drop $80 a month on a supplement or more. I don't know how much Primal Queen is though. So anyway.
And by the way, I came home and ordered Primal Queen.
Yay, branding, branding, branding. Amy said we're all going to get ads now on our Facebook for Primal Queen.
Yes.
My phone heard everything. I need to put it in the other room. No. Oh, and Tammy Foster said she's so happy that you're back with Mindset, Kelsey. That's pretty
Oh, thank you.
I love it. All right, let's transition into TikTok. Amy, what do you have anything that you want to share as far as TikTok? And here's the thing. Some of these platforms like TikTok may not be for you. Don't force yourself to do something that's not fun or that's not you. Just like an event or home parties, if those aren't you, don't make yourself stress over something that isn't your niche, but it can be your niche if you want it to be, or if you're already on that platform. So Amy, do you want to share anything about recruit people that are? Amen, Donetta. Yep.
So the way that I understand TikTok is that we will have a TikTok shop.
We, again, it's not attached to consultants at all. We is Heidi Orville and Dan. They have a Scentsy TikTok shop. Not y'all. It's not attached to consultants.
Scentsy is working with TikTok to have a TikTok shop, and creators can sell Scentsy on the TikTok shop. So it can be you. It could be another creator. You have to meet the qualifications for TikTok shop and Scentsy. And I do know that you need to have 1,000 followers in order to qualify.
That's for the TikTok shop part. They still don't have the details, as far as I know at the time that I'm filming this video, on what the requirements are to apply as a Scentsy, what they're calling a Scentsy creator. And like she said, the TikTok shop creators who are linking to the TikTok shop, they do not need to be consultants. They can sign up under consultants as a TikTok creator, but it is not necessary for them to be consultants. However, they still get a cut of whatever they sell. So this is very similar to what they were doing behind consultants' backs when they were sending out boxes to TikTok creators. They just didn't have a TikTok shop yet. So now they're able to send out these boxes to TikTok creators and link it to the shop, and consultants, at least these ones, are on board with it. For whatever reason. I still don't see how this helps consultants in any way, unless you somehow land a TikTok creator that's signed up as a TikTok creator under you as a consultant. It's very strange the way they're rolling this out, and I think it's very complicated on purpose to make them think that this is a good idea for consultants.
And since he's going to be running this thing on a Discord.
Oh yeah, they're running a Discord now. Things are weird with Scentsy. They're opening a Discord for the TikTok shop creators. Are they going to also have a Discord for Scentsy consultants as a whole, or are y'all still sectioned off to boards and Facebook groups?
They're going to be giving tips and telling you what to do and how to do it and all that. But basically the way that it works is you'll get paid from TikTok So Scentsy will be paying TikTok. TikTok will be paying the creators, and it will be less, right, than a consultant will be making.
Yep.
But you will get PRV credit for it on your account. And so for your sake, like when it comes to incentives or being paid at title, being active, all that kind of stuff, those sales count for that. And so therefore it would also count, like if you have upline and you're trying to meet, they're trying to hit title or whatever, that all counts. Yeah, so they said Discord is like the industry thing that a lot of companies are using, and they've got a company that's helping them get set up on TikTok, and that was what was recommended.
I have not been in the workforce in a few years. So what professional companies are using Discord? Is that really a thing? My husband works for a professional company and they use like Google Meet or something. They have a group, like a group access to chat and ask questions and whatnot, but it's certainly not Discord. Did I miss something? Did Discord come out with a corporate level or professional level way of communication? I always thought it was for creators and video game players. I'm on Discord. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing Discord at all. It's just a really odd way for a company at this scale to be communicating with their salespeople.
Someone said this is going to attract younger generation. I mean, 100%. You guys, when my 15-year-old comes to me and was like, Mom, I think I need a Pura for my room. I'm like, you're grounded. Like, and he's like, it's all over my TikTok. I'm like, I don't care. He's like, well, it looks cool. I'm like, no, sorry.
You're grounding him because he wants to try a different product, but y'all aren't a cult. Okay.
Granted, he's got a solo that he stole from me. He's got candles that I don't let him burn. They're more for looks on the shelf.
Apparently he doesn't like those because he's asking you to try something else. Let the kid try something else. He's his own person, for the love of God.
But he's got warmers. He's got a wall fan. He's fine, guys. He's fine. But it's all over. And
yeah, because they don't have a middleman. You could literally go to Target and buy it off an end cap and pick whatever scent you want and smell it while you're there. There's no middleman. Nobody's bothering you, asking you what you like, what you don't like, if you want to join their team. None of that is happening when you go and buy a Pura. Let the kid explore. I'm going to send him one. I wonder if she's got a P.O. box. I'm going to send him a Pura.
And so and this is something that Orville told us that was really cool, that I really hadn't put two and two together. He said, do you think Scentsy is going to push any TikTok videos or do you think TikTok is going to push any Scentsy videos on TikTok without a contract?
I literally just opened my TikTok. Literally, I just showed you guys. I literally opened it, and Scentsy was the first thing that popped up on there.
That
the
is
Scentsy TikTok account.
That is.
I swear to goodness, I do not lie. I literally just opened it.
I mean, that's amazing, and
yes.
we're going to see a lot more of that. We're going to be the next. Which is beautiful. You guys all need to.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I was excited.
No, that's exciting. And so right now, as it stands, without a contract with TikTok, they're not going to push. That's just how money works, right? If we have a contract with TikTok and we're paying them money to be on their platform, they're going to push our fragrances.
Who is we? Scentsy's posts are going to get pushed. The TikTok creators who are linking to TikTok shop are going to get pushed. You as consultants getting on and talking about changing your wax on Wednesdays, not going to get pushed. Doesn't matter if it has Scentsy in it or not.
They're going to push us on the platform. They're going to push creators, right? Because then they too make a percentage and make sales. Before, you may have an awesome creator in there. Emily Cleveland has some of the most creative TikToks. Her videos probably weren't as pushed as much Scentsy-wise because it doesn't benefit TikTok to push that versus something like Pura, which they obviously have a contract with TikTok, and they're pushing the heck out of that because my 15-year-old seeing them left and right. So now we are going to be a fragrance business that is pushed on those platforms, and that's the generation that we need to be hitting.
They're missing the whole thing. They're missing it all. I hope they watch this video. I hope at least one consultant has an eye-opening moment, and I know some of you have from watching my videos, and that's what I'm here for, and I'm excited. I love hearing your stories of how you finally got out and realized what was happening. I love that for you, and I love that for us as a whole. I hope at least one of these people who is saying this is a good thing is watching this and is like, oh my God, I see it now.
We need to be hitting those. And like Donetta said, it's not going to be for everyone. It may not be for you, but recruit people who it's for them. Recruit people.
Okay.
Hey, Jack.
I don't know what Discord is.
Because we're all too old to know what Discord is. Like I said, I'm on it, but hardly am I ever in there looking at what's happening. And I see what they're doing. They want to appeal more to Gen Z. Like they've been saying at Scentsy Family Reunion. And maybe with Discord, they will. But Gen Z doesn't want to be a consultant. They don't want to be tied to a consultant. They don't want a middleman, from what I have witnessed. So even with the Discord being a thing, it's still not good for consultants. The Discord is for TikTok creators, not Scentsy fragrance consultants. Y'all don't have a channel, from what I understand.
Stephanie Sullivan's son has 41.8K followers on TikTok and loves our laundry products. So he could be a creator, right?
Yep.
Without being a consultant. Is that how that works?
Yep.
Okay. Yes. And then somebody else asked a question that I was going
But
to
if
answer.
I were you, Stephanie, I would have him join and then be a creator. So all that volume goes underneath you. Personally, that's what I would do.
Oh, someone asked if it would be a limited selection on TikTok. Yes, it'll be the same. And another thing that they said was that if they wanted to do a flash sale type thing on Amazon or TikTok, it would be offered to us as consultants first. So like the week before we would have it, and then it would go on to Amazon or TikTok, or maybe a couple days before.
It's offered to consultants first because y'all are the best customers. They're not going to open it up to new customers until they get their loyal customers to buy it first. The writing is on the wall.
Hey, Jacqueline, I just caught somebody's question, Andrea, so you might want to address that, asking about if we can sell on Amazon.
Absolutely not. No.
Right.
No, you can't. Only Heidi, Dan, and Orville can sell on Amazon, not the consultants who are their sales force. But it's good for y'all somehow.
That makes like 0 sense.
So no, Amazon, that's the whole reason. That's not the whole reason. We're there for brand awareness, guys. All of this is brand awareness. And it's something that we probably should have done a couple years ago. That's the thing. None of this is scary. All this stuff is exciting. We want to be the known fragrance on all these platforms.
If you are somebody who is asking questions and thinking it is scary, you're not in the wrong. You're not crazy. This is scary. If I was a consultant, I would be nervous. This is not looking good for you. Don't listen to the higher ups that are making money off of you. They're making money off of you. They want you to stay.
We want to be the most searched on all these platforms. We want to be the most visible to Gen Zs. We absolutely cannot sell on Amazon. It'll be, a storefront. So there'll be 5 or 6 things. Obviously it's already up. I haven't seen it yet. But I will post it on our mindset so you guys can kind of see it if you want, or maybe Amy can post it while we're chit chatting, just so you guys can see what it looks like if you want. But no one can sell on Amazon. This is kind of the beauty of us having a contract with Amazon, with Scentsy Home Office having a contract with Amazon, is that anyone that is currently selling, Kelsey said there's 85 of them claiming to have Scentsy product and that they're selling them right now on Amazon. All those people are kicked off. So that's the beauty of a lot of this happening too. So
hey, Jacqueline, can I say something real quick about TikTok?
Yeah.
So one thing that I was talking with another consultant, which it kind of like made my light bulb go off, which is kind of cool. So I went live on TikTok and unboxed all my stuff from SFR. And if you haven't gotten live on TikTok before, they are very restrictive on what you say. You have to spell a lot of words out. That's following TikTok rules, not just a Scentsy rule. Like that's a TikTok thing. And if you don't follow those rules with TikTok, the TikTok rules that they have, then your live so-and-so is restricted. So you get this like pop-up that says like, oh, you've restricted some rules. Pretty much what happens is like your live will not be pushed out to the For You page. And that's pretty much what happens during your live. You're still live, nothing bad happens, you're okay. But one of the restricted things on TikTok is TikTok wants to make money on TikTok. So if you are telling your customers, oh yeah, on my Scentsy LINK or my Scentsy website, you're sending them out of TikTok, right? So I said some restricted words during my live and it restricted me.
Anybody that has been a creator on social media for any amount of time knows that every single platform is like that. Even YouTube. I have to be careful about what I do on YouTube because if it notices I'm sending people off the platform, the algorithm is going to look at me sideways a little bit. Like, what the f are you doing? Can you keep them here?
And then my friend was like, I bet you when Scentsy gets on to TikTok shop, it might not be a trigger word anymore because we're going to be sending people to the TikTok shop on our lives. So this is only really going to benefit us. If you are a person that has gone live on TikTok, you know this stuff. And it's only going to help us because now I can just put a little link at the bottom of my live. Hey, there's the wax bar. Go grab it. It's in the shop. Go get it.
If you're approved as a TikTok creator, like these consultants are thinking this is going to be so amazing. They have to reach the TikTok creator requirements as well as the Scentsy requirements, and they still don't even know what the Scentsy creator requirements are. Most of them probably don't even qualify. You need to have some kind of following to be a part of any creator program. And some kind of following isn't like 1,000 subscribers anymore. It used to be, but as more and more people are growing on social media, that goalpost is also moving for what you need to qualify as a creator on any platform. So I am very curious. I am at the edge of my seat waiting to see what Scentsy says the requirements are to become a Scentsy creator within these TikTok and Amazon platform things.
You know, like that's going to be amazing. It's really going to be great for us.
Okay, so I have a question about that. So I am like, TikTok is foreign to me. And I really try to like be on there just to look at things and figure it out. And I do see the little links down there for like people's TikTok shop. That's like, I'm just trying to connect the dots here. That's going to be just the stuff that Scentsy puts in the TikTok shop. So like, if I'm sitting here talking about Farmers Market Lane pods and they're not in the TikTok shop, I have no TikTok shop link to this.
So everybody has a TikTok shop, essentially. It's called your showcase. So your showcase is like, okay, so if you go on your TikTok profile, on the top is your picture, and then you got your cute little bio saying all about you. And then underneath it has a button that says showcase. You can click on that button, and that is all the products in the TikTok shop that you think are freaking awesome. Okay, that's what that is. So when you go into TikTok shop and you are like, oh girl, I love this eyeliner, I'm gonna throw this in my showcase. So people that come to my profile on TikTok will pop into my showcase and say, oh, she loves this, and this product. I need it too, and throw it into the cart. So now we're going to throw the Scentsy products into our showcase. So when people come to our profile on TikTok, they're going to say, oh, she's a Scentsy consultant. Let me go to her showcase and see all of her favorite products, and let me throw them into the cart and check out on TikTok. That's what's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to be that simple, baby girl. Sounds great. Ideally, that's what would happen. But don't think it's going to work like that. If you build it, they will not come. Unfortunately, that's the truth. Building it doesn't mean they'll come. There's a little more that goes into it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just need you to come on here for like a month-long series and teach us all the things.
Well, and you said that you do a segment on TikTok, like and stuff like that. So can we have you in the next couple of weeks on one of them?
Yeah.
I know August 3rd, we're going to do incentive trip talks. So maybe like the next week, you could get us kind of like some tips and tricks. And when is Scentsy officially on TikTok?
They said
fall,
1st,
right?
but it was up in the air. So they actually, the goal is September 1st, but they used the term fall loosely, as in September, October, November.
But you should also be able to, like, if you're doing a video of changing your, Luna pods, if Luna is one of the pods that's there, you can still have your orange shopping cart at the bottom on your page where you're doing that video. So you can attach it there, and like it'll still be in your showcase, but you can link that particular pod just to that video. So someone's like, oh.
The problem is nobody's addressing the fact that people scrolling don't love that anymore. They notice the little orange, the cart, the ad, whatever it is. They scroll right by it. I scroll by it. I know you're trying to sell me something. Not into it. I'm here to get my mind off the not spend money, because some of the that's on my mind is the lack of money. So it's just a vicious cycle. And a lot of people are in that situation. So I'm not going to sit there and listen to you try to sell me a wax bar while you're changing your wax. And most people are not, especially when they see that you're trying to sell them the thing that you're showing them. We just want to be entertained at this point, not sold to.
Oh, I want to smell that one. They click that cart and they can put it, like, purchase it right then from the orange shopping cart link.
And like TikTok knows, like, oh, okay, when somebody has something in the cart and they cash out, they know whose video that was from, that they added it to, and that's how people get the commission. So
that's how you get credit.
Yeah, so sometimes, like, as creators, like Kelly will know this, like as a creator, you might make a video and it, like I make a video like from last year and I'm still making money on it now because people will see it, they throw it in their cart and they're like, oh, I gotta wait for payday, and then they cash out on payday. So like you're always consistently making money on TikTok because your videos always stay on there.
That's not the case, baby girl. Stop lying to these people. It's not always the case. Yes, you make residual income on your old videos and whatnot, but a lot of people that start a creator journey trying to make money, it doesn't work like that for them. There's a lot more that goes into it, especially to make it sustainable. Like if you want it to be a sustainable way to be bringing you residual income, you got to do a little more than that.
Right. Like, and you may not get anything for like the first month that you put the video up, and then say like in 2 months, all of a sudden you get like 7 sales. Just because it just happens to get in rotation or pop up or whatever.
Right. Amy says I have 81 things in my cart.
I have 100 things in my cart all the time. And when I try to put something else, it says your cart's too full. I got to go through and go like, well, that one's kind of old. I'll take that one out. So I can put something else in because it's just there being saved. Kind of like your Amazon save for later cart. I just keep putting stuff in there and I don't ever buy it until
that's what I do.
Later.
And then I go back and I'm like, I think I want to buy something now. And then I'll add it, and I'll check out.
How many times this last week though?
Or
come up to somebody and say, where'd you get that? And they're like, oh, TikTok shop.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much every day.
Bought a
Yeah,
dang
me too.
on TikTok shop.
Listen, if
I
y'all
buy a
saw
lot on
me,
TikTok Shop.
if y'all saw me at SFR, I was carrying this with my wallet. This is a TikTok shop sample I got for free. And I carry it around with all my stuff in it.
That's another way that TikTok shop creators get paid is just free products. And that's great. I love free products.
Look at all this free stuff.
But it doesn't pay the bills, you know? And if you're spending your time and energy just to get free products that you don't even make a penny on, over time, that gets to be it's just exhausting. It's not worth it. Because then you have all this shit. What are you doing with it? Selling it on Mercari, hopefully, to make some kind of money back, if you're even allowed. Don't become a creator just to get the free stuff.
Yeah.
So,
were you saying something, Kelsey?
Yeah, I just said I've never bought a single thing off TikTok shop. I don't even know how to do it.
Well, once you do, you'll probably be addicted like the rest of us.
I mean,
or like, and like sometimes, you know, sometimes like today, prime example. I've had this eyeliner in my cart and I saw it on one video. I saw it a second time. I put it in my cart. It says, oh, you already have that in your cart. Oh, well, stupid me. It's because I saw the video again. And then I saw it again for the third time today and I got it today. So that's what's going to happen with our customers.
She needs to stay still. Like, I'm going to get motion sickness if her camera keeps following her.
If you're up for the game of like trying to make videos on TikTok.
Okay,
You're
do you
right
want to know
about
something funny.
Hmm.
I only just recently got TikTok because I was obsessed with the Nancy Guthrie disappearance, and I had to get TikTok so that I could follow Brian Enton from News Nation because he was there. So
I saw him at CrimeCon. I didn't really know who he was at the time because I follow like Kendall Ray and Annie Elise more closely. But after I saw him at CrimeCon, he's great. I love his content. And he's not just on TikTok. You don't have to just find him on TikTok. He's also on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
That's great.
TikTok illiterate I am.
Oh, welcome to the rabbit hole.
They're right about having to see things a lot of times because I will see things like once or twice, add it to my cart, but it takes me seeing it a few more times before I'm like, okay, I decided I really want to do it. Like he's totally right. And I'm even older, but it still is taking me more times.
Yes.
Because I want to hear from more and more people. I want to see that skirt on a couple more people.
Me too.
You know, telling me that it's good. And I do read the reviews every time.
Well, you want your trusted person that you follow on TikTok to tell you that this is a good bra, not just that user. It's
and
like, oh, now this person says it's good. Okay, I'm going to trust her.
Yeah, but they're also getting paid to tell you it's good. I want to hear from the people who are spending their money on this thing. They have skin in the game, and they're going to tell me how they like it.
And
I read every comment. I'm like, is it good or not?
Yeah, and I will be truthful too. Like when I do my TikTok reviews, like look for the creators that make truthful reviews like me, because I will tell you if a product is shit, and my people know that. I've been on there plenty of times like, y'all, this bra right here, no, don't do it. This is a TikTok bra actually. But yeah, so but yes, it's gonna be really great for us. I'm excited.
Hey, can I say something, guys? This is Mandy.
Absolutely.
Hey, so I'm glad, who said that get out of the Scentsy bubble? I'm glad somebody said that.
I did.
Because I don't have a lot of Scentsy people on my feed. Do you guys?
No, I don't want to. Not that I don't love you, but
exactly.
I talked to somebody, either they said it from the stage or I talked to somebody at the expo and they said, don't just be friending all these Scentsy people just to have followers. You're going to be in the bubble. Get out. And you need to have your own community, your own algorithm that you are getting into, and people are coming in to see you. Otherwise, you're just going to be seeing each other. And
you don't want Scentsy people only on your TikTok. It's not going to be. It's
I mean,
a different
I don't have
algorithm.
them on my Facebook. I hardly ever get on TikTok. I have like 800 followers or friends or whatever. But I'm more on Facebook. But I have like 1 or 2 Scentsy people just because I don't want everybody's Scentsy on there. So, okay. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I felt kind of bad for a while.
I know I have posted.
So interesting to see the evolution of Scentsy, because when I was in Scentsy, we all were encouraged to follow each other and comment on posts and interact with each other. So we were all very much in a vacuum. We were all just together and nobody else was seeing the posts because nobody wants to. Still nobody wants to see the post, except now we have no engagement, allegedly, because not even the Scentsy consultants are engaging with other Scentsy consultants.
Stay tuned. We will. I know we could talk more and more about this. It's not going to launch till they said goal was September-ish. So you guys have plenty of time to figure it out and try to get your followers up to 1,000 if that's something that you want to focus on. If it stresses you out, don't do it. Right?
Well, I'm monetized on Facebook, so I hope that pretty soon.
But they still don't even know what the Scentsy requirements are. It could be more than 1,000. That's the thing. Like, they're like, push for 1,000 followers if you want to be a TikTok creator with Scentsy. But what are Scentsy's requirements? Are they going to tell you guys before September 1st? Are they going to give you a say even?
Honey, the odds aren't good.
That it won't take much for TikTok once I learn how to appropriately use it.
Absolutely. So look for that later in August. I know we have a lot more things we need to touch on. But I'm glad you guys all sound pretty darn excited about it. I know I'm excited. I hope your fears are calmed a little bit, because all this is just brand awareness and it's making us look relevant. We have to look relevant, guys. I want my 15-year-old to come downstairs. It's going to happen. I'm going to tell you when it happens, but I want my 15-year-old to come downstairs and be like, Mom, you didn't tell me we had this product. This is so cool. Like,
who is we? He's not even a part of this business. Leave him out of this. What if your 15-year-old doesn't want to do Scentsy with you? It's okay. Scentsy is not who you are, and it shouldn't be who you are. You should be spending time with your 15-year-old without Scentsy being involved, I hope. And if he wants to try something else, let the kid try something else. Let him be his own person. He wants to try Pura. Let him try it. Why would anybody be so afraid for somebody else to try something else? If you really believe that Scentsy is the and there's nothing like it, let him try a Pura, because then he'll come running back to Scentsy saying, it's not as good as Scentsy. Are you concerned that maybe Pura might perform better than Scentsy?
I know it's going to happen because now we're going to be in contract with TikTok and all the things. I think that's going to be a really cool moment. So I'm going to transition into, we've talked about Amazon, talked about TikTok. Scentsy did a big title change. I am super pumped, guys. We no more cheesy, no more superstar. No more. I look at our titles now and they were great to get us started, but they're actually very absorbing. I don't know what the word is. Like, I'm a star, I'm a superstar. They're not sophisticated sounding, and they honestly don't really sound like what we do. So I'm going to read off. I've got the list right here.
Hey, would it be okay if I screen shared and then you talk?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought I saw a bug on my ring light. False alarm, no bugs.
Do it.
Okay. Go for it.
That way you can see it. Okay. So the new titles, which Amy is going to screen share. So Essential will now be partner. Certified will be certified partner. Lead will be coach. Star will be senior coach. And she's going to show them in just a second. Superstar consultant will be associate mentor. Director will be mentor. Star director, senior mentor. Superstar director, executive mentor. So
can you guys see that?
It's still corny. It's still cheesy because you're just basically self-appointing yourself as a coach and mentor. They should have just kept the superstars. At least that was fun.
Yes.
Okay. So to me, I'm super excited. I also think that it's going to be really cool to have these. I think they just sound more sophisticated. Guys, we are moving away from and I hope this doesn't offend anyone. We're moving away from the cheesy marketing, the purple stars, all that stuff that got us started. We were a baby brand, right?
I still have a purple star bathrobe that I got specifically because I was in Scentsy and I wear it daily. I need to part ways with that and get a new one. It's not a Scentsy bathrobe, it's from Walmart, but I got it because it was purple and it had stars on it, like Scentsy. God, I was so in the bubble too.
She was brainwashed.
I'm very proud of where I came from. I'm very proud of the baby brand, but we're growing up. This is Scentsy's glow up. Think of it as that. This is Scentsy's glow up. Not only our product and our brand, the packaging is just, how beautiful is our packaging these days, guys? It's such a glow up. So we need the titles to be glowed up too. We need to feel that sophistication. Amy or Kelsey, can you share a little bit about the DQ and all that for those that are worried?
Oh yeah. So superstar it's hard to put into words so superstar consultant and director. So you would promote to director, and if you weren't paid at title for 3 months, then you fell down to DQ. And then if you weren't paid at title again for another 3 months, you went back to superstar consultant. Director is the only title that you can lose. So now superstar consultants are now called associate mentors. And they will be invited to all leadership events.
That is right now. That is
and when you promote to mentor, or what used to be director, you have to do it consistently for 2 months before you take on that title of mentor.
I love how she's using quotes for almost everything because in her head, she knows this is all bullshit, right? You're all playing pretend business owner and pretending you're coaches and mentors. You literally have no formal education or anything behind this. You're not actual business owners. None of the above is happening. You're all playing pretend as 1099 salespeople with Scentsy.
You can still lose that title in the same way you lose it now, but you don't lose access to the things you have as a leader, such as leadership events, the pages that directors are in on Facebook, like with the home office executives and things like that. There's something else. It was in my brain and it disappeared. But it's just not a breakaway title. So a mentor will break away and be like their own team. An associate mentor doesn't break away yet. So a mentor will still get to choose their team name and, that kind of thing. Associate mentor doesn't, but they have access to everything. You get to come to a retreat for leaders. You get to do leadership that first day that's attached to SFR, all the things. There was something else I was going to say about titles and now. Oh, I know what I was going to say. It was when Jacqueline was talking about the sophistication and stuff. I always think like, when people say, oh, what do you do for a job? Or, oh, what's your job title? That's always been a super hard thing for me, other than, I work for a home fragrance company or whatever, because it felt so weird to be like, oh, I'm a superstar director with Scentsy. Nobody flipping knows what a superstar director is. Like, that just sounds so stupid to me.
That's interesting because that's not what any of the superstar directors were saying a month ago when they were called superstar directors. They were excited to be superstar directors. It's plastered all over their Facebook pages, Instagrams, TikTok. There's Scentsy PWS that they have to pay monthly for. It wasn't stupid until Heidi and Orville said it was stupid and they're changing the names. Now your opinions have changed because your leaders have told you that your opinions have changed.
Sounds culty.
I'm grateful for having been here. But I've been thinking since this was announced, like, I feel like I can now tell someone like, oh, I'm an executive mentor with an amazing home fragrance company called Scentsy. That just sounds like I have a real job.
Are you insinuating that it is not a real job? So now we're acknowledging without acknowledging that you've been playing pretend. You have a pretend job. You play pretend all day. It's not a real job.
Like, I feel like someone's going to be like, oh, I know what an executive is and I know what a mentor does. Okay. Like, I get it. So I'm excited for that.
Hey, I have a comment. It's about titles, sort of. But I knew I wanted to say this since I was at SFR, because one of the things, and I hope everybody's listening, one of the things that was really hopeful and heartening and that's the opposite of disheartening, right? It just made me feel like I wasn't alone, was to hear so many people, including several consultants from on the stage, talking about how they weren't getting paid at title. Their numbers were down. They felt like they were all alone. How many of you guys have felt like you were the only person who is not hitting the sales that you were hitting? Your team is not pulling the numbers it was. I mean, like, I'm not getting paid at title. I'll be the first to say it in case you guys need to hear it on the Zoom tonight. I'm not getting paid at title. I haven't been paid at title for months. I don't even know how many. A lot of my team members, I don't know that anyone has been paid at title in my entire group of 200 right now, 250, for at least 6 months.
She's openly admitting this as they are actively launching TikTok Shop and Amazon and saying all of this is good for consultants. How? It's not. There's nothing about that that's going to help that situation. Even if a TikTok creator joins under your team, it's not going to help. Things are bad. The red flags are waving. You should run away.
So I want you to know you're not alone. And those of us who have been to SFR and we're telling you all these things that we're excited about, please know that we are feeling hopeful that that things are going to turn around. We have to have, and that was another thing, by the way, you can lose more than just the director title. A superstar director, if they get down to superstar consultant, could lose three titles. So, what was I saying? I squirreled it now, but we're telling you that, and I'm not a super like cheerleader. Like, I'm telling you like it is. I'm feeling hopeful that these changes will help us get the attention of a younger generation, because we can't just keep going with the generation that is. Like, I started Scentsy when I was 24 and I'm 42. And at 24 is when I was looking for something so I could quit my job. Like, like everybody of every age is going to enjoy Scentsy, but we have to continue bringing in the younger people, because the older people are going to stop buying eventually. We keep filling the bucket is what we need.
Wow. You want to get rid of the older people and then coerce the younger people into the MLM so you can keep your big paycheck and stay at the top and start getting paid a title again, is what I'm hearing. Except Gen Z is smarter than we were. If we look at the DSA alone, the Direct Selling Association, of which Scentsy is a part of currently, I check every month to see when they fall off, because this Direct Selling Association, I think is what the actual name is. It is a membership association that multi-level marketing companies can be a part of. They have to pay a fee. In my opinion, they find ways to work around the FTC guidelines, and anyway, that's a video for a different day that I actually already made that I'll link in the description. It's very old, don't judge me on that, but the information is there. However, when I made that video a couple of years ago, there were 98 companies registered within the DSA, and today, August of 2026, there are 47. So that proves, in my eyes, that the newer generations that are coming of age to join things like multi-level marketing companies are choosing not to, because they can see through the bullshit. And I think that even trying to appeal to Gen Z, yes, they're going to start buying on Amazon and TikTok Shop and maybe even promote it on TikTok Shop, but they're certainly not going to want to join as a consultant, from what I've seen, at least.
And we have to have young people to do that. And we have to change to be something that they would like. Yes.
So just going along with what you said, I want to share something, because I think it speaks volumes of what Orville and Heidi feel for us. So I sat in the front row at leadership, and then at fireworks, I talked to Orville, and he said to me, the comment that he made to me just blew me away. He said, I lost my director title and dropped down to superstar consultant in June. And he said, my face gives everything away. So the facial expressions that you made during leadership, he said, and you sitting right in the front row, he said, couldn't have been more reassuring to me and given me more hope for the future, and just made me feel like I know that Heidi and I are doing the right thing and we're making the right steps.
Orville's diabolical. He's just giving this person reassurance who he knows is struggling to stay at the top so that she doesn't jump ship, in my opinion.
With all these changes we're making for the company, he goes, you just gave me so much comfort. I was crying. I was smiling. I looked relieved. He just said, I needed to see that. He goes, I'm so glad you were sitting in the front row and that I could read your face and I could read your feelings.
What about the people that aren't feeling that way? There are many, many, many consultants that I know of that have been in my inbox that don't want to make it very public that they're not happy, but they're not happy. Why is Orville not talking to them? Why is he giving you praise for showing him that he's on the right path, but not addressing the people who have actual questions and concerns? Just food for thought.
And I could see your emotions. And I said, well, you, Orville, don't know how much I needed to hear the message that you brought to me. I said, because I felt like I was in such a stuck place.
You're going to stay there. I'm sorry. And I know it's upsetting. It's hard. The truth of the matter is you're going to stay there because of the direction that Scentsy is continuing to go in, which is moving further away from the consultant force. Something he said in his keynote during Scentsy Family Reunion really struck me the wrong way. I'll find the clip and put it in here. The way he said,
it is fair to ask what has happened at Scentsy that has affected the results I'm getting. It is wise to ask what has changed in the social environment that has affected the results I'm getting.
Like he's encouraging people to not ask the questions that they should be asking, that they need answers to determine whether or not there's a possibility for them to even succeed within Scentsy. It's wise to ask the questions that don't involve Scentsy. I didn't like that. And I felt like that was a very clear picture of what he is doing to consultants right now. He is the epitome of what I believe to be a cult leader. And he is trying to brainwash these people into thinking they should stay because one day they'll find success, until the success possibility is taken away from them. Anyway, let's carry on.
I said, and that is so hard. And I said, I've dropped down before to superstar consultant, but it's very, it's hard losing that. And I know the title doesn't define me, but it's hard. And I said, that was just the best thing you could say to me. And I said, and the other changes that he talked about, I said, I've always trusted you. I'm 16 years in. I said, I have such respect for you and for Heidi, but he shared that with me. And I just thought that spoke volumes of them. You know,
it spoke volumes of them for him to thank you for giving him reassurance. That's what spoke volumes.
And their love for us as consultants. So I wanted to share that because he said that to me.
Because I think they don't have to do the things that they do for us.
No.
I mean, they'd be fine for the rest of their lives with what they've built.
Yeah.
And
how do you know? Do you have access to their financial records?
I've seen, since they've been home, the heartache that they've felt.
Why are they feeling heartache? Because Scentsy's not doing well? And what proof is there to convince you that Scentsy is doing better? Because even looking at the sales trends for them, nothing's better. And the fact that they still haven't released the income disclosure statement for 2025 tells me they're trying to hide the fact that nothing is getting better, in my opinion.
And at times I feel like I've just seen stress all over their faces, and it's not to do with their own lives. It's their fear of letting all of us down. So everything they do for us.
Yeah, 100%. So
I was standing right there, and he said all of that to her. And he said that he really loves seeing her facial expressions because he knew that everything was going to be like, he knew. And it was so touching. I heard him. It's true.
Yeah. It was amazing. So.
Yes. Thank you.
And
thank you for saying that, Stephanie.
And I have to tell y'all, real quick, at awards, I got to do a picture with Heidi and Orville, and they knew I was excited about TikTok because they see my stuff. So I was like, Heidi, I was on the edge of my seat. I couldn't wait till you just told me more about what you were saying about TikTok. And she looked at me and she says, did we give you enough information to get started? Like, that's all she cared. Like, that's what she was worried. And I said, that's all we need. You're fine.
Why are you glazing them, ma'am? They literally left out half the information you need to get started, which is the requirements to join the Scentsy creator program. You don't have that information. You can't get started until you have that information. But you're just glazing them up because they're mom and dad.
You guys, I said, there's going to be kinks in the road, and that's okay. So don't worry about it, and we'll all figure it out together. And her and Orville were just the sweetest. So they are more concerned about getting us on the right foot, y'all, with TikTok and not doing us wrong. I will tell you that.
Yeah. So if you guys hear anybody, or if you've been concerned, like, oh, we're doing TikTok and Amazon, like, why are they doing that? Like, I thought consultants were the thing. Consultants are everything. They told us this 10, 15 years ago. They could have sold the company, made millions.
They should have. They probably would have better reception to all people if they just did that.
And I mean, like, they could be on Amazon and TikTok on their own right now and be taking, everything. But they really, like, I really believe when they say that their goal is for consultants to have a living. Like that is their mission now. It was before, but is to make sure that we are doing well. And I really do think that they're going to keep doing everything that they need to do for us to have an income and a business.
I agree. And I think that's the thing too. Like, I think it's easier for me and Amy and Steph and some of them that have been around too, that there's a level of trust right there that I have with Orville and Heidi. I know that they want to protect our brand, and I know that it brings them so much joy to see their kids so involved with everything, and that their whole joy is to see Owen and Grace and all of them just kind of take over one day, and you're going to slowly see that kind of happen. But just to share on a personal note too, as far as Orville and Heidi, So we were stayed on Friday night after all the general session, and we'd asked Heidi to come to dinner. We're like, we're gonna pay for your dinner. We're gonna spoil you. You just come to dinner. And she ended up not feeling great. And then she felt so bad because she didn't feel good. And I'm like, no, you're right where you need to be, is what Allison and some of them said. You're right where you need to be. But her and Orville FaceTimed us for an hour just to chit chat about life and SFR and what we thought and how that we were valued. And it was just, they are just, and guys, they would do that with any of you. Like if Amy said, if she texted Heidi right now and said, I want to chat, they would do that. Like
they actually probably wouldn't.
They are the most, they love all of you guys. And it's like, I mean, it's not just because I'm a superstar director. I have a close relationship with Heidi because I bug her all the time and I text her all the time. And I know Kelsey does too. She's got a close relationship, but they would like that with any of you. They truly are genuinely the most sincere people you will ever meet. And, you see other companies that are going under left and right, and it's so sad. But we are not one of those companies, and we won't be one of those companies. And the beautiful thing about Orville is he's planning for years ahead. He's very forward thinking, and it's very, very, very cool. To every so often we kind of get insight as superstar directors of things that he's already thinking of for 2027 and 2028. And
I have a feeling that his future thoughts do not include consultants, but believe in what you want, I guess.
So you guys are in such good hands. And Stephanie, I'm so glad that you shared that with all of us. And I'm so glad I finally got to see you in the lobby at Grove right at the end of SFR. But yeah, anyone else? I know it's late. We need to draw our winner.
Can I share one more thing before I go?
Yeah, I'm gonna draw 2 winners, and I'm gonna do it right.
Okay, you do that, because this is nothing like what we're doing. I just want to show you guys because it's beautiful. If you were not SFR or you didn't get one of these, I mean, I love it. The flame, y'all, is not super tall at all. It's so pretty. And I love it because like I can put my hands around it and like it's a flame, yes, but like you can lift it out.
The flame is not super tall at all. Okay, yeah, because you trimmed your wick. If you don't trim your wick, your flame is gonna be tall. It's not like some unique thing that Scentsy has discovered. You just have to trim your wicks.
Like it's really nice.
That's beautiful. And is it very hot? Like if you lift that thing out, is it?
No, it's really not. So
speaking of candles, while I have you here, this video is not sponsored whatsoever. A friend of mine recently started a candle shop. Bought some candles from her. They are amazing. She has the wood wick so it crackles when you burn it. The scents are amazing. I'm really excited for her. Her candles are great. I'm gonna link her shop in the description. Her candles also don't have high flames. Imagine that. But anyway, let's finish this video.
One thing before we go to.
I do that because I've got to count to 52. So I'm
early on in the week, last week, let me find it. I had texted Heidi.
Okay, that was pretty much it. They just did their ending stuff. Bye-bye. We love you. Scentsy's great, Anyway, yeah, if you see it, get out. If you're in, get out. Get out. It's not good. Nothing about TikTok Shop and Amazon is good. And again, my battery's about to die. We're gonna get new ones eventually. But as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.